I am made a minister according to the dispensation of the Most High, which is given to me for you, to fulfill the word of the Most High, even the mystery which had been hidden from ages and from generations, but now is made manifest to his saints.
Yeah, part of the mystery is Cornelius is an Israelite, which some have woken up to that. Part of the mystery also is the mark of the beast is the chip, the microchip, which guys are not teaching, but they know that that's the truth. But they so that's why we say Gehenna and Nate, Satan sold out, and certain other Comfy sold out. See, those guys don't even go. If they touch on that topic, they're gonna totally break it down wrong, or they're not even gonna touch on it, man. You notice them guys don't go into. And then Nate has a problem with talking about the Illuminati and all that, man. He still has that problem. And none of those guys really go into the Illuminati and the Rothschilds and go deep into the mark of the beast. Like for example, Elder Ramlab did a thing where he went back to the original IBM, International Business Machines, and that was a deep topic, man. The spirit jumped on him, and he really went into it. You ain't gonna get deep knowledge anywhere else except if you go to GMS.
That's right.
And we don't even go that deep.
Yeah.
You know, we don't really even go that deep, but every once in a while the spirit will jump on you and you'll go kind of deep, because the mark of the beast being the chip is not really deep.
No.
Right.
It's not really deep. So those guys that are following Comfy and those guys that are following Gehenna, and those youngsters that are following those kiddies that are following Nate, the Lord ain't dealing with none of them, man, because you would have been woke up to that shit, man. This ain't no game, man.
That's right.
You're gonna follow some man you're gonna follow a man, Gehenna. He'll do 2 hours of teaching and maybe hit 1 or 2 scriptures. That's a damn shame, man. And then you guys ain't gonna say, well, I didn't know. I didn't know. Motherfucker, you got GMS, man.
That's right.
You got the video so you can know.
That's right.
Right.
Go ahead.
That's right. This is Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth the secret unto his servants the prophets. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord power hath spoken, who can but prophesy? So the mysteries are out. You know, the mysteries are out. So the prophets of the Lord, they're not going to hold their tongue. They're going to bring out the mysteries. They're going to show the mysteries and break them down. And those that are to receive it are going to receive it. And those that are not going to receive it, they won't receive it. And it's just as plain as that. And you will be condemned, you know, if you don't accept that. Now, I noticed this guy, Nate, right? Salaki, brother.
Yeah,
I noticed
yeah,
this dude, Nate, he made a video. I forgot the name of it. And then he was going into the name of the Lord. You know, how, you know, it's really like it's not important. And then he gonna say that I got emails from this particular group.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
I already know what you're gonna say. He mentioned all those false names of the Lord, and I was waiting for him to say Yahweh.
That's right.
And the first thing I noticed, I said he didn't mention Yahweh.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Because he know that's the name, that damn slimy worm.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
Well,
You bet I saw. Hey, that's a spirit, man.
Yeah.
That's a spirit.
Yeah.
Hey, well, to add to what you said, Elder Ramlab, John 3:19, this is what Yahweh Shai said.
Nate's getting cut up, boy. Nate, man, don't be doing that. Do me a favor, man. Don't do no more videos, man,
Yeah,
because we see women videos and the fire gets all, you know, in us, man, and we want to chop you up, man. I'm pretty sure the Illuminati called you and said, look, they're getting on Gehenna too much, so you put some stuff up to get the slack off of Gehenna, because Gehenna's about ready to commit suicide. But we ain't forgot about you, Gehenna, too. We gonna stay on your ass too. Right now, we're just getting into this other black linky basket case, Nate Satan.
Yeah, even Joseph Stalin had a nervous breakdown when he couldn't perform the orders of the Illuminati.
Yep. John chapter 3 verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Right, so all those masses that are following Gehenna and Nate and Comfy, they love darkness, man. They love to be in darkness.
I got a quick one here. In Exodus 23 and 2. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in the cause to decline after many to wrest judgment or wrestle judgment.
Yeah.
You know? So just because them guys are teaching that crap don't mean you have to follow them.
Yo, well, you're going to be condemned right along with them, man.
That's right.
Hey, it said, the scripture said, if the blind leadeth the blind, both shall fall into the ditch.
That's right.
And the ditch is thermonuclear destruction.
That's right. Yeah, you done here? Okay, all right. Going back to the book, it says, the chief city will be New Jerusalem, Galatians 4 and 26, Revelation 21. Get that? Galatians 4 and 26.
All right. This is Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. Just give me 1 second here. Got it right here. All right, Galatians 4 and 26. It says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. You know,
I think you can read 1 and 2.
yeah, Revelation 21.
That's the whole chapter.
21 and 1. It says, and I saw, I'm sorry, it says, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth was passed away. And that's simple and plain, because the scriptures say that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Because the kingdom of Yahushua came from Jacob, you know, so Jacob being the beginning of it that followed, meaning the Israelites are going to be ruling in the kingdom of heaven. And that's the new kingdom and the new earth. It says, and there was no more sea, because the other nations are not going to be ruling anymore like they are today. You know, they're going to be, all nations are going to go into slavery underneath the nation of Israel. But then after 1,000 years, those different nations will go back to their land. They'll have little rules among themselves and their lands and all that. But when the kingdom is established, they're still going to be underneath us. They're still going to be in subjection. It says, and I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from the Most High out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And the reason why it's called New Jerusalem is because the laws are going to be put into our inward parts, which is going to change us, and we're going to have, you know, we're going to have extraterrestrial bodies. So we're going to have the laws inside of us. So it's going to be a kingdom made in righteousness. It's not going to be a kingdom of wickedness. And anything that pops up being wicked among the nations, we're going to put it down through the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, like Elder Gabar said, through the judgment.
Yeah, because the Lord say He's going to turn us into judges. By the way, the word Jerusalem, when you look it up, it means city of peace.
That's right.
Right, and that's the Israelites. Okay, and the Lord's law will be decreed and implemented throughout the earth. Isaiah 2:2-3, Isaiah 66 and 23. Let's start with Isaiah 2:2-3.
Isaiah chapter 2, verse 2. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. And we will walk in the paths, for out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
All right, the next one is Isaiah 66 and 23.
Right, and that just goes to show you that right now the kingdom is being established, but after this, the Lord seals his elect, then the actual kingdom will be here on earth. Isaiah 66 and 23. It says, and it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, saith the Lord. You know, so everybody's going to be in subjection to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
All right, the next one is Micah, the 4th chapter, 1-2.
Micah chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it. And many nations shall come and say, come, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, and to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths, for the law shall go forth of Zion, and the words of the Lord from Jerusalem. I got a quick precept here. This is the book of 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 13. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. That's why the name of the lesson is called the righteous kingdom. And what's going to make it righteous? Because the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be inside of us, and the Lord is going to use us to judge everything in the earth, and it's going to all be done in righteousness.
Okay, he has one more scripture there. Zechariah, the 14th chapter, the 16th to the 21st verse.
Zechariah 14:16. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 16. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left of all the nations which came against Jerusalem shall even go up from year to year